Hello guys, what day is it today? What day is it today? Oh, it's a Monday. Happy Monday. I finally uploaded my first video, my first day in the life video as a new mama. And as I watched it, I was like, wow, things have changed so much even since Dawson was 4 months old to now. And he is now 5 months old, which I know I said in the last video. But even since that video, it's been a couple of weeks and things have changed so much. So I kind of wanted to sit down and just talk about all of the changes that have happened and where we're at now. Even from the beginning, I really want to sit down and even for myself to remember the different challenges that we have overcome and stuff like that. One of the biggest things I would say is sleep. So I really do want to talk about baby sleep because anyways, Dawson is down for his first nap of the day and it is, what time is it? 10:40 a.m. We have changed Dawson's sleep schedule big time. So he officially goes to bed at 8 p.m. latest, and then we get him up at 8 a.m. latest. Well, 8:30 a.m. latest. Because sometimes mama needs a little extra sleep, but that's the latest. So for the longest time, we were putting Dawson down at 10, 11 p.m. and that was just too late. Simply put, for our baby, it was too late for him. He was so overtired and cranky. But you know what? Unfortunately, I really put a lot of my belief into the app, the Huckleberry app. It has been such an amazing app. I highly recommend it if you're a new mom. I do recommend the Huckleberry app. It is amazing because you can time your breastfeeding and which breast you're on and how long, and you can time how long their sleep is. And then we did pay the extra so that it'll create a personalized schedule depending on the entries that you've made for his sleep. I really was following that, and it would say to put him down at 10 p.m. and by that time Dawson was so tired. And then it was taking us 2 to 3 hours to get him to go to sleep at night. That's way too long. That's way too long. And Mark and I were really struggling. He has to get up to go to work and I didn't want to be in it all alone. And so anyways, long story short, the difference that it has made is very positive. Moving his bedtime to between 7 and 8 p.m. has been amazing. He goes to bed super easily, and if he wakes up within the hour or two, we simply go and rock him until he goes back to sleep, and he will go back to sleep quickly. And I won't give him his first feed until midnight or so. So far, that has been really working.
Hello, I just wanted to come on here and kind of spice up the video a little bit. I watched it over and I was like, it's a little bit boring because I just sit and ramble. But I just got my nails done. Oh, there goes my windshield wipers. I just got my nails done and check it out. They're so fun, so different. I was like, you know what? I need to change it up, spice up my life, starting with my nails. I love the color. If you're interested, it's number 741 Diamond Dyes. So cute, nice for the spring. But yeah, I also just wanted to come on and say one of my sleep tips that I think has definitely helped is obviously creating a room for a successful sleep, a good nap, a good overnight sleep. And by that I mean making sure it's nice and dark. We use the white noise machine and just a comfortable room. And we've also been using the Nested Bean sleep sack, and that has the nice little weight on the chest, and I think Dawson really likes it. So making sure that the sleep environment is comfy cozy. That's number one.
I want to go circle all the way back to the very beginning. So I was very fortunate to have my husband with me for the first month, and then he was back at work. And I remember we even went through a phase where, you're so desperate for sleep as a new parent. And I wouldn't say Dawson was an easy baby. He is a feisty little man and he knows what he wants. And he tells us that, he's trying to tell us that there's something we need to figure out. He's been our little puzzle and I freaking love him with all my heart. I'm gonna shut the door. Also, do you like my mug? Easter's coming. So far, I've really been loving the holidays. Having a little one, it just makes it a little extra exciting. Just a sec. Close the door. I just cracked. Okay. So anyways, Mark and I went through a phase where we were like, oh, keep him awake and he will sleep better at night. No. That's actually hilarious that went through our head. Like, we must have been so sleep deprived that we thought, oh, keep this newborn baby awake and then they'll sleep all night long. No. It's kind of just like a funny joke that we even thought that. Obviously, your baby needs sleep. Your baby needs to sleep. The more sleep they get, actually, like if they're getting what they need during the day, the better they will sleep at night. So there you go. If you didn't know that, let me be the one to tell you. So don't do that. Having him at home was very nice, and I did get used to having him. If Dawson was really crying that day, like there were times where it was really hard to soothe him, and it was nice to be able to be like, okay, I need a minute. You can hold him, you try to soothe him, and then I'm gonna take a breather. But then when Mark went back to work and it was just me, I had some really hard times. I was not gonna lie. There were some days where I had really hard time. He would, there were days where he just would cry and I couldn't figure out why. I would check his diaper, it'd be clean. I would feed him, he was full. He had his, a decent nap. Yeah, there were times where it was just a big struggle. I would say we did actually end up using our swing, the baby swing, quite a bit, just to help calm him down. I think he's a baby that likes to be moving. So there was a bouncer and a swing that if all else failed, if I couldn't rock him, because there was a bit where I could rock him, sing to him, and it would be great. But then that stopped. So those things really helped, and don't be ashamed of it because you need a break, the baby needs rest. If it works, do what you have to do, because 5 months in now, we don't use any of those devices. We don't need them. He has matured, his sleep has matured, and it's like a whole new world again. He's so much more chill, and it's all just an adventure. So between 2 and 3 was quite hard, because also they're not really interested in activities yet. You can't really just lay them down and they'll have fun on their own. Not yet anyways. I remember laying him down to go get breakfast and he would just cry, and I was like, what am I gonna do? He didn't like his play gym yet. So by month 3, that was a turning point, because he was taking notice into his play gym and could lay there for 20 minutes on his own, obviously with me there, but could entertain himself, and he wasn't crying so much, which was amazing. And then his sleep was getting better as well, and it was really extending overnight. So we weren't swaddling him when we first brought him home. We didn't think he liked it. But then when we were kind of struggling with sleep, we ended up using a swaddle, and it changed the game. He loved it. So if you introduced it at the start and it didn't work, but you're struggling with sleep, try the swaddle again if they're not rolling over yet, because it made a huge difference. Dawson was then getting 8-hour stretches at nighttime until, he started rolling over, which he was 3 months old when he rolled over. Beginning of the new year, we took away the swaddle, and it was restarting sleep all over again. Because it was taking away the swaddle, but also the 4-month sleep regression hit all at the same time. It was he was up every 2 to 3 hours again. And to be honest, to this day, he still won't get an 8-hour stretch. So we're still working on that, but taking away the swaddle was a big game changer. It was a tough transition, but we are getting longer stretches again. So we are seeing the end in sight of that. That was something. So it makes me think, I don't know if I would want a swaddle in the future, because that taking away the swaddle was hard. But anyways, that's that. We'll see with the next one. And then brings us to month 4 or 5. I've heard if something doesn't work the first time, try it again. That has been tried and true with us, because even the Love Every kits, we have gotten the developmental kits delivered to us up until he's a year old, and I've actually really loved them. Even in those kits, if they say if they don't like it at the start, reintroduce it later, and oftentimes they will find interest in it. That has been so true. Even with all the kids at the start, he might not have liked something. Then 2 weeks later, he loves it. That's kind of the same thing. We have a sleep sack. We got the nested bean sleep sack. I bought it when I was really desperate for sleep. It didn't seem like he liked it at the start because it has like a little weighted spot right on the chest. And so I like took it away, and then just recently I started putting him in it as a part of our new bedtime routine.
Hello, it is present day Laura hopping in just to add in a little side note. I'm just walking the kids. Just wanted to come on and say how important the bedtime, nap time routine is. And we implemented a routine from the get-go ever since Dawson was a little one, like 2 months even. Although we got a lot more serious when he was like 4 to 5 months old. Having a good bedtime routine is another key element to creating good sleep. This was a really good example of today being so nice out. We ended up with a stroller nap. He can have all of his naps in his crib, but I do incorporate these stroller naps, and it's great. And now he's awake, he's getting some fresh air, and he had his nap. And next nap will be at 4, and we'll do it in the crib, and it's all good. Beautiful day. Also, I wasn't sure how to protect him from the sun today because he's not 6 months, so we can't have sunscreen on yet. But we actually did. I had this and I didn't even know, but this protects from the UV rays. So I just covered him up with that, and then also with that on top, just to block out extra sun. And now I have it open so we get the fresh air.
The bedtime routine is bath every other night, because a bath every night was actually drying out his skin. So bath every other night, like you don't have to use soap every time either. And then change him, fresh diaper, fresh pajamas, nested bean sleep sack, and I will feed him. Mark will come in and we each read Dawson a book, which I love. It's so special. I love it. And I let Dawson, like, I'll just sit him right here and I let him turn the pages. And then the song that we play, like, I either sing, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine." I'll either sing that, or we play Hallelujah on our phones. So Mark and I each have the same one. Dawson loves it. He freaking falls asleep to it. It is amazing. So I highly recommend giving that a go. Hallelujah. We just put it on repeat, and usually it takes about 2 songs, and then we bounce on the exercise ball. Because rocking, he doesn't like it anymore. He like wiggles out of it. So actually bouncing on the exercise ball works really well. I'd like to eliminate that eventually, but it's working right now, people, and I will take it. We'll bounce and lay him down, and he goes to sleep, and it's great. And you know what another thing is? People say don't nurse to sleep. I'm one of those mamas that sometimes I will do it because it, to me, feels so natural. And even research shows that it releases hormones that help relax the baby, and that's the reason that they do drift off sometimes and they're happy, and it feels so natural to nurse to sleep. So I'm not gonna be hard on myself. I'm the primary caregiver. It's not like a part of me didn't want to nurse to sleep in case Dawson's getting babysat, and that's true, but I'm not leaving him anytime soon, you know? And if I'm gonna be going away, it's for a night, if that. Like, I don't want to leave him, to be honest. I'm told it from other moms. I'm telling you, do what is best for you and get off Google. Just kidding. Google's fine because it gives you a lot of different opinions, but ultimately you make the decision, and whatever's working works. If your baby's happy, I think you're good. I think that's the main thing. If you can keep your baby happy, do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? So this ended up being like a huge sleep rant. But that's like the main thing. I'm just looking at him right now and I freaking love him. But he does not take a soother, which is unfortunate. He was taking it at the start and I wasn't sure if I wanted him to. So I kind of like didn't keep up at it, and now he doesn't take it. I wish I kept up on that because I think sometimes in the night, if I could just pop a soother in, that would be helpful. And I love coffee and I love Easter. I'm pumped. The weather today is so nice. It's gonna be like 10 degrees. And yeah, so Dawson will have his naps in his crib, but you know what? I'm gonna also mention that I will still let him nap when we're on our walk in the stroller. I'm gonna do it because I need to get fresh air. My dog needs to go for a walk. Dawson needs fresh air. And 9 times out of 10, he falls asleep on our walk in the stroller. So if he's gonna fall asleep anyway, why ruin our routine and schedule when we could just like incorporate it? Plus, it has to benefit. He's getting fresh air. So anyways, I still do it. I will go for a walk and let him nap in the stroller. People frown upon it. I don't care anymore. That's all. So I have so much footage from the first 5 months of Dawson's life, and I've wanted to make videos for so long. Now I'm getting into it and I'm gonna prepare because there's videos coming. I'm just gonna leave that here, so we'll see how this video turns out. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. I love you. And if you're a new mom, just a reminder that you're crushing it, you're doing amazing. You know what? It always feels good to hear that because we are doing our best. Nobody has it all figured out. Even if it looks like another mom has it figured out, they'll be going through something and having their own struggles, you know? Because even when Dawson we might have things figured out now and then it's gonna change next week or in a month and we'll have to start over. But anyways, I'm gonna share with you along the way how it goes with us, and I hope that it can help somebody out there, even if it just helps one person or encourages somebody or puts a smile on your face. That's my goal here. I just want to be honest and real and raw and bring light to life, you know, because life is special, life is beautiful. Also, if you're a new mom, get a Kindle because when you're breastfeeding, especially at the start, I was breastfeeding for like 30 minutes. So, like most of the time, now it's like 10 minutes. But a Kindle, so good. Then you're not on social media, soaking your brain with bad stuff. Reading is good. Also, if you don't want to buy a Kindle, get the book 1,000 Boy Kisses. So good. And I know I'm late to the game, but it is so good. I could read it a few more times, I think. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you so much for being here. Tell me how your new mom experiences is going. I would love to hear your experience. Like if you could put one line of what you've learned or something, which I know is kind of impossible. One line. Just anything about new mamahood that you want to share. Put it in the comments. And thank you for coming. I love you. See you in the next one.